on this one?
Yep, we're aware. I'll see you in the auditorium. Okay. Hi, guys.
We're working on it. Okay.
Yep. Cool. Hi, guys. All right, guys, so feel free to explore. This is the newest Spatial space. We're going to have great exhibitions today. Opening ceremony starts in 10 minutes. So you have a couple of minutes to check out the space for the first time for the preview, and then we start opening ceremony. Meet us in the auditorium when you're done. But yeah, mix and mingle, hang. And presentation is starting in 10 minutes, so I'll do a bring users to me soon. But check it out. Hi, Rio.
Hey,
guys.
there.
Yep, feel free
know
to check
this voice. Cool.
It is super cool. Welcome, Changemakers. There is a whole exterior.
That's the Spatial family.
Yes, guys. But explore, guys. There's so much to see. Opening ceremony starts in 10 minutes, so feel free to check out your new community hub.
Yep.
There's a lot to journey around.
Guys, fantastic.
Awesome. But I don't see anybody walking, and I feel like there's a lot to do around here.
Yep.
All right, guys, I will meet you in the auditorium. Definitely check out the lights. The bar room is incredible. We have a theater room. The exterior is insane. You guys should definitely check it out. And then I'll meet you guys
lovely. Very dynamic.
Thank you, team. Okay, Dewa, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just trying to figure out.
We're allowed to talk, right?
There's a camera recording us there. That's really cool. Hey, I'm here.
Oh, look, we have the Swedish gold in the house. Hi. So nice to see you. Monica, I've seen you around. How you doing? You're a good portal hopper. Tara. Hi, Tara, you like the facial mapping. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Hi, Cece.
Oh, hi. Oh, Kamal, it's nice to see you. I'm so excited. Ida gave me some alpha on what you guys are working on, and I am so excited to see it. Oh, Mike Potts.
Awesome. Thanks, Steph. Hey, Mackie. It's early for you now, isn't it? Like 9 a.m. in LA? Oh, love, you're giving me a little robot voice. Are you on mobile? Yeah, that's okay. I'll talk to you later. Okay, Mackie, I'll talk to you later. Hey, King Rocky.
Maki, your voice is unique.
Woohoo! Welcome everyone. So glad to see so many people. It's amazing.
Not much. I miss you, peeps. Haven't been around. I feel like we don't. I'm good. Busy. Metaverse hopping, making new friends.
Good.
Spreading the word of Spatial to the rest of the metaverse.
Yeah, sometimes we forget how small we are.
I know it's very humbling, but also enlightening and so much fun.
Into different areas based on
But
the lighting.
I love seeing
stuff.
your new project.
Hi, Ron. How you doing? Hey there.
Question. If you
Yeah,
could pick a
I can hear you.
PNG. Oh yeah, never mind.
Go ahead.
If I put a PNG on the floor, can you teleport in VR on top of like the PNG?
No. It's gonna think that you're wanting to click on it.
Okay.
You've been like
That's a
super
bummer.
busy lately, bots. Love it. Love the site. We're not gonna
I
let
thought
anyone
that
know
was
yet, right? Are you live with it?
Say one more time.
I was saying, you're not live yet with the site.
Couldn't hear you. Music's kind of loud. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't hear you. Hey, maybe we could chat on Slack or something.
Okay, guys, let's find our seats. Opening ceremony is starting in moments. If you haven't found a seat, please meet us in the auditorium.
Oh, hello.
Uh-oh. Move to host.
I am, and I am bringing you all to your seats now. Welcome to new features. There's a little alpha here today. If you read between the lines, there's quite a bit of alpha in this presentation. Awesome. So make sure you find your seat. We're just going to give everyone a chance to sit down. A few more coming in, and we are starting opening ceremony soon. Hi, DB. You can find your seat. Hi. Awesome. We're in the auditorium. You just want to make your way there. Come make your way, Quantum, into the auditorium. Okay, awesome. All right, let's give everybody another 2 minutes. No roaming. Awesome. It is so amazing to see everyone in their seats today. By the way, I love you. Thank you for dressing up so fabulous, Spatians. So let me kick off, right? As you guys know, I'm Gianna at Spatial. I oversee marketing and partnerships. But in many ways, you know, I spend a lot of time with the community because my job is really to amplify your voices and amplify your missions and amplify your projects every single day. And that's what we're dedicated to doing at Spatial. But as we all know at Spatial, when you're growing and your projects are growing, you need an incredible space to help bring your community together. We recognize that there are costs and there are sometimes limitations in getting you to a premium space. And so over the last couple of months, we wanted to ensure, you know, that everything is always equal in our community, which means everyone has the opportunity in Web3 to own a premium 3D environment that they can use at least as a foundation to grow their community, grow their projects, build on their passions, and of course, bring people together. Now, once you start with your foundation, there are many incredible architects and builders that you can work with in our community to, you know, start to cultivate your ecosystem and your work. But we felt that in ancient times, the Agora space was used to bring philosophers and artisans and amazing thoughts into Renaissance periods. And we think that this is a new Renaissance, right? This is a time for creators to rise and bring their artistry into the world, which we're always at Spatial help to cultivate, promote, support, and empower. So today is the launch of Agora. At least the preview, right? On Monday, we'll be launching this space for everyone at Spatial to utilize and be a change maker. Now, I talk about this openly all the time, but what does it mean to be a change maker, right? Especially at Spatial. I think you guys already know. Being a change maker means pursuing your passions with everything that you have, standing up for change in this space, moving with integrity, supporting other artists on premier exhibitions from within our community, change makers that are DAOs and foundations that are already bringing communities together to promote change in supporting the arts, which is always a foundational piece for Spatial, sustainability in our world. As our physical world changes, we are in Web3. What will we do in this space to ensure that we have a sustainable future for future generations? I mean, ETH just merged, so I'm pretty excited about sustainability these days. We're also focusing on education. How will our children learn? How will we teach other people in this space? How will we onboard in the future? And how will we make sure that everyone has the opportunity to participate in Web3, benefit, and succeed? And lastly, X Collective has joined us. How will we think about fair rights? How will we think about workers' rights? How will we think about artists' rights? And making sure that Web3 is an equal space for all people and all creators in this space. These are the missions of Spatial and the Agora space: preserving culture, preserving equal rights, preserving and promoting sustainability into the future. So as Spatians, I hope you will be change makers with us as we continue to build out our communities, promote our projects, and use the Agora space to come together and promote the new cultural renaissance, which I believe has begun with you. I am thrilled to welcome to the stage someone who deeply inspires me, the reason I came to Spatial, our founder, Jinha Lee. Welcome to the stage, Jinha. Can I get a warm welcome? Oh, Jinha, we can't hear you. But we're clapping for you right now. Well, on that note, we were going to have Jinha rejoin. We've all been here and start his mic over. Awesome. Let's just give him a moment, team. Even when you're the founder, you sometimes need to rejoin. And so let's just give that moment. But thank you, team. I know I gave quite the speech before Jinha came to the stage, but I don't know if you know this. I love speaking about our founders because they are, when I say Jinha inspired me to come to Spatial, it means so much more. And I think that was kind of a flat statement. So let me give him a better intro. If you don't know Jinha Lee as our founder, I know many of you have heard of Anand. Jinha is brilliant. He's one of the most brilliant people I've ever known and one of the kindest people I've ever known. He did a TED Talk that inspired me to come to Spatial, where he talked about digital architecture and how using virtual spaces to create immersive experiences can promote sustainability into the future. And when I realized where his mind was and what he does in design and architecture, I realized that I was working for a founder with integrity and with a commitment to humanity. Additionally, Jinha used to be the lead designer of Samsung. So if you used any Samsung device from your TVs to your phones and that ease of use, that's Jinha. He also was one of the creators of the first 3D computing software. So it's not a jump, honestly, that he would start Spatial, over a decade later. And so I'm really excited that he's going to speak today. I see he just joined the space. And when we talk to him, it really sometimes can be so inspiring because he cares so deeply for creators as an artist himself, as an architect himself, and of course, as a developer himself. So there's so much in common that we all have with Jinha. He's very inspirational. And Jinha, if you could test your mic quickly, we will bring you back to the stage. I'm giggling a little, but I know that this can happen in Web3, even to the best of us. Also joining us today will be Dewa Kang. And if I wanted to give you some additional context on Dewa, also an inspiration to me. I really can only speak volumes of Dewa, and I'm actually happy I got a little more airtime because then I can brag on some people that I know are deeply committed to this project. Dewa used to be a lead architect at Zaha Hadid Studios. Truly one of the best studios in the entire world. And it's amazing now to see him build in the digital space. So I see Jinha has joined us again, and I'm going to again warmly welcome him to the stage. Thank you, Jinha.
All right. Thank you. Well, this is why we call this preview, and thanks everyone for joining this amazing day today. And good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you're joining from. I love how we're from all different parts of the world. That's the whole point of Metaverse. It's like they bring there and let them express themselves, be themselves. And that's the whole point of creating this open space for the communities. And I'm really, really excited to talk about the space and story behind the space and welcome our fellow creators after. So maybe you can start a little bit from where Spatial started and kind of how we've come along from here. So when Spatial started, like when I started Spatial 6 years ago with my co-founder Anand, our vision it hasn't changed in a sense that we always wanted to bring the world closer. And we believe that the immersive technologies like Metaverse and AR and VR has the key to really transform the internet into something, a place that's much more exciting, interactive, and fun and human. So we started off as like VR and AR collaboration companies. And during the pandemic, really exciting things happened. It was not just the companies or people who work and who wanted to like connect with their colleagues, but it was actually artists, creators, and change makers, we call it, and people who are just excited about this notion of experiencing amazing visual contents together. They all come to Spatial and started creating their own space and creating this like spatial world together. So we've come a long way, and so gradually we expanded to the metaverse. And as we do that, there are a lot of important questions that were there to be answered. Like, so we started off as more of a work collaboration tool. So a lot of spaces that you might have seen previously, it may have been focused more about how do we help people to be more productive. And so this space that we're going to talk about today is the first time that we really sit down and think about, okay, like what is the new kind of communities, what are the new kind of behaviors and experiences that this new kind of emerging communities really want from Spatial. We expanded from kind of workplace to the galleries, and now we're taking it to the next level and make like really exciting ideas can be exchanged and content can be celebrated together and people can connect deeper with what space can provide you with. So along the way, I met Dewa, which I'm going to introduce later. So Dewa has been, so we met actually during pandemic online, and we got connected a lot, and we started talking about a lot of different topics, except, well, not necessarily work, but we really connected about what's the role of design and architecture, in the future, like shaping the future, and what role the design and architecture has to play to help people's lives. And so Dewa has been an amazing architect already in the physical world. His work is just amazing, like formerly from Zaha the studio, and he's especially like work on parametric design, where like some of how they designed the space was like collaboration already with technologies and people's kind of sketches, and so that way they brought out a lot of new genre of architecture to the world. It was almost like a metaverse in the physical world before the metaverse. So as we expanded to the metaverse, like we were so sure that Daehwa Kang Studio was the right partner to build this future together. So finally, we made it happen this year, and we sat down in April. Hey, like let's build amazing space for the community that's grounded into our like history of architecture expression, but looking towards the future of communities. What are the space that we can create that really can accommodate this future and the past and history together to really like tell the story of the communities and the place where people can accumulate their memories and experiences together. So that's how it came about. Without further ado, I would like to introduce Daehwa to the stage so that he can share about his vision and story behind the space. So Daehwa, welcome to the stage.
Hello, everyone.
Really nice to be here. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, Gina, thank you for the wonderful introduction. I also had my little share of technical difficulties, so I'm just going to actually share the screen now. So I'm going to talk as soon as I can stop walking around in circles. I'm going to start talking.
Just
My
tap
screen.
on the floor. And you'll stop
Yeah.
walking.
Somebody is definitely helping me with. Yeah. Well, maybe I'm just going to be very active. Here we go. Okay, I'm all good, and I think I'm all ready to move into my old school PowerPoint. I'm just going to share a few words about introducing who I am, and Gianna and Gina, thank you so much for the amazing intro. I'm really looking forward to get to knowing all the people in the room here, and I'm joined by some of our studio members and other friends. And I just want to say a little bit about what this project means to us. So it's really, I've just titled this few slides I'm going to share. It's really probably 5, maximum 10 minutes about what I think about the future of well-being, and really well-being in Web3, I think. So our studio, as Gina said, I had a background working at a big international architecture firm, and about 8 years ago, set up our studio with this idea, very optimistic idea, that through beautiful design and wise thinking that we can make a profound and positive impact on the world. We do all kinds of projects. We do urban design. This is work that we're doing for City Centre, Civic Centre in east of London. We do architecture, really like in real life buildings. This is a big building made from volcanic stone that we've made in Korea. And we also do a lot of work with sustainability, and some of that has to do with adapting existing buildings. So taking an old building and turning it into, with a brand new face, a new skin, if you will. And we really focus a lot on creating spaces that are special, they're memorable, and they fill people with joy. And a big part of our mission is really about designing for people's health and wellness. That's part about healthy planets, so sustainability, but it's also about healthy people. And so some of the work that we do is about creating places for people to work, to live, and to rest that are filled with nature. So this is a office headquarters that we've done in the Shard in London. That's all made with bamboo, with really natural, intricate patterns and plants on your desk where you're working. And beautiful lighting and views of the sky and everything. And then you can stop working, you can go hang out in a meditation pod that's you can take a bath in sound and light, relax from all of your stressful work. And if you guys join us afterwards outside on some of the gardens outside of this auditorium, we've got some of these pods. You can go sit down and chill out a bit with your friends. You can get a feeling for what they're like in Web3. And we also make places of gathering. For instance, churches. This is a 300-year-old church that we've regenerated, putting in all new stone, brass, and creating new places for people to reflect and to think about their lives and how they want to live. And we make big artistic pieces as well. I'm still talking about the physical world here, but really this is a project. This is a temple to flowers that we've made for the Dutch Flower Council. And it was just a place where people could walk into this kind of mysterious monolith in the center of London. And when you go inside, it's like this infinite world of plants using one-way mirrors and a revolving seat. And you can probably see why we're interested in Web3 and in metaverse, because of a lot of our work is about these questions of transcendence, of infinity, using mirrors, making more space than we really have. This little space becomes this infinite jungle inside, and that's what takes us to our collaboration with Spatial and my friendship with Gina. Yeah, we're just so thrilled to share Agora with all of you here today. And really, the fundamental question, Gina talked about some of the ideas about bringing people together, about providing high quality spaces who want to build communities in Web3. And the question that I'm asking today is, how could we bring wellness into Web3? And I think it's an interesting question because I think as designers who make physical space, we put a lot of effort into maybe the actual quality of the materials, the type of material, and the sustainability questions. But a lot of that is for human wellness. And I know that there's a lot of conversation about how we make spaces in Web3 that are safe, that are inclusive, that are embrace diversity. And we think that there should be a lot of really interesting design principles that we can take from our architecture world and for all the work that a lot of you creators out there are doing as designers and bring that here. So some of the things that we wanted to bring into the Agora space, timelessness, same thing that I was talking about, granite, volcanic stone, brass, things in real life architecture. How can we translate that into pixels? That was a big question. Transcendence. Right? How can we take things, our skills for design that we might have used in a church or in a city, an anchoring pavilion in the middle of a city, and bring that to Web3? And then memory. How can we make something that's memorable, unforgettable, and that can help people not just remember the space, but remember the things that you did together? Whenever the team asks me why I do this, why I do architecture, whenever people ask me why I do architecture, I always say it's because I want to make places that can help people make incredible memories together. For me, it's all about the people. And so how can we do that in Web3? And there must be a difference between good design and just okay design in Web3. And I think the real amazing thing about working with the team at Spatial and the kind of freedom that they gave us to explore and the prompts that they gave us to search for design was really about those questions. So I can say a little bit about what inspiration was. I like Gina. I was born in Korea. I've spent a lot of time in the mountain temples of Korea, and so that's where the most interesting architecture is there. And then also traveling around in Cambodia, traveling around in Mexico, Yucatan, Nicaragua. I've found a lot of this, Egypt actually, a lot of this timeless architecture, trying to understand what it is, and I've been drawing it for almost 20 years. And these sketches here that we see from some of Cambodian temples in Biome that some of you guys might know, they make these incredible iconic shapes, but they're all made from just a bunch of squares intersected in different ways. And I find that so fascinating. They can make all these incredible shapes out of very simple blocks. And one of our interests there was just to create spaces that might have resonance and shapes that might have resonance. And so what you're seeing in Agora is a kind of inspiration from some of that timeless architecture, pyramids all made from blocks, and thinking about how some of the architecture that has that timelessness could translate into Web3. And so these are some of our early sketches that we shared with the team and that we discussed really in detail with Gina and developed together. And imagining galleries that would have this kind of both futuristic and also ancient, so something that transcends time. That was really the kind of inspiration for us, and then ultimately leading through a lot of discussion with the team at Spatial about what would be the kind of spaces, how should they be organized, and how can we move beyond the single function space. That's what Gina was talking about earlier, where it was just maybe only a gallery or only a park, into something that could have all of the elements needed to make a community and build a community together. And so that's what we have here today. And I'm really excited, this idea to let's build the future of Web3 together. And I know this is a part of an event called Changemakers Day. So aside from talking about the architecture, I just wanted to take another 2 minutes of your time and just tell you guys about one of the social enterprise projects that we're doing at our studio. We founded a charity called Climate Change All Change. It's about bringing design and education about climate change to 10-year-olds all across the UK, and ultimately want to scale this across the world. So you can see it in the gallery. One gallery is about the work I've just shown you, and the other gallery, please go. A bunch of our team members will be standing next to the work to explain to you guys if you've got questions. That's Laura, Eduardo, Curie, and Farzad. But Climate Change All Change, Finbar, who's one of our designers, is with us. We bring climate change education to primary schools. We teach them what design is all about. What we do, incredible designers around the UK. We go into the classroom. We teach them how to design architecture, landscape, urban design, and we get them to dream about how the future might be, how we've designed spaces and maybe their own primary school. If London were flooded, how would that happen in 2050? How would we still be living a flourishing life? Or if it gets extremely hot? And we literally take their sketches and then we develop them step by step, the process that you're seeing here, into fully realized designs, and then they get to see it exhibited in national museums and galleries. So you can see here flooded London or a desert London. And we've gotten involved spreading out fashion is really big part of environmentalism. And we've got children way up in the north of England learning how to design fashion for the future. And then we've got Orly and Taskin, who are incredible designers, both in real life and in Web3, visualizing their work. You can see here children's work also being turned into physical outfits. So this is some of the kind of stuff that we're doing. And there's a real intersection, because we think that turning these things not just into pictures, but into Web3 could be an incredible educational tool. And so we're definitely looking for people who are interested in supporting us and collaborating, getting involved in bringing up the next generation designers all the way from age 10. Yeah, so that's what it's all about. I'm just going to leave this up, our Twitter, our Instagram, and all the rest. And I hope you guys will reach out and we can all build something amazing together. Thanks so much.
Wow. Am I right?
Outstanding.
Thank you, Jawa. Thank you, Jinha, for speaking through the incredible vision for this space and what our Spatians are, going to receive on Monday. And team, I highly encourage you, if you are a builder, if you're in fashion, if you're a designer, if you feel like you want to be part of Dewa's mission in promoting sustainability, education, and furthering change in this space, I encourage you to follow him, to reach out to him, and Dewa, on behalf of all of us, welcome as a Spatian. Congratulations.
Thank you. We're all so thrilled, and not just me, but Eduardo, Stella, Cutie Farzad, especially Eduardo and Stella, who did incredible amounts of work on it. I don't know if Eduardo, you're in there and you can come up to the stage and just say hello. Same with Stella, because they were hugely involved in all the design, really helped to lead it.
I always love an artist who makes sure that credit goes to other artists, right? We only build together, team. Beautiful. Eduardo, Stella, if you'd like to say a few words, please do.
Yeah, please say a couple of words about your experience, guys.
Well, I have to say, as a physical designer, no, this has been an incredible journey, and it brings me so much joy to be here today with everyone, no, because we designed this as a social hub, no. So it's just incredible to use it, to see everyone who's using the auditorium. I'm super excited, and I can't wait for you guys to go around the other spaces and also see the exhibition that we have curated, because it's quite exciting. And I pass it to Stella.
Hello, everyone. No, I think for me, it has been an amazing experience to get to actually, move from the physical to designing digital spaces. I think it's been amazing, and the result has been really more than what I expected. And I'm looking forward to seeing people using this space, and I'm glad to have been part of this team. I mean, well done to everyone. And thank you, Spatial, for letting us, uh, proceed with this and have this amazing result.
Thank you. Thank you for your artistry. Thank you for giving our community a space so beautiful and so incredible. Thank you, Stella, Eduardo, Dewa, and Jinha. I can't even express my gratitude every time I see an incredible space that's built. And I hope that this can be an extension to many of the spaces that our patients have built to collaborate wings. And our next presentation with the artisan Dolphin Art Dao and the new Clone X collection is going to transform this space in about 10, 15 minutes. So make sure that you connect with Dewa and his team. Check out the galleries that he's put together. And we'll meet you again in the auditorium at 12:55.
And thank you again, Gina, for bringing us all together. Amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Also, big kudos for Wonky, our 3D technology spatial, who's been doing an incredible job on lighting and all the graphics effects in the room. We couldn't make it today, but he's also like incredible collaborator along with us.
Yeah.
Amazing. He's like a part of our studio now. He's like a part of family.
Oh gosh, everything is so much easier in Web3.
I love it.
Yeah, in case any of the slides. Yeah.
Anybody wants to take a photo up too, now's a great time when Dewa and the team goes.
Dewa, can I get a selfie with you for my Twitter?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Okay, cool.
Okay, where should I
Yeah, do you want a question?
Well,
That's a good one. Well, I have to say, designing beautiful floating trees was certainly quite satisfying. It's something that you can see in the exterior.
I love it. I do. I do. So the trees that you're talking about are they the ones that are outside this environment?
Yes, yes, yes. Actually, if you guys go to the exterior at the side of the galleries and you move your way out, you will see them floating, and they have like yellow lights in between them. You can see them.
All the designers who work at Artisan. I would say that's their victory.
Yeah, no,
But thanks
amazing.
for noticing.
Yeah, no, definitely can't wait to catch up properly. Yeah.
Yeah, that will be great. We have so many designers who work with us. We always produce content, educational content for designers, and we actually have a very good designer, our community manager, who also is a professor at London University of Design,
Oh,
living in
really?
London. Yeah,
Okay,
so
amazing.
I'm sure we could, work something out and yeah, help your beautiful philanthropic work, as we're very supportive of.
Yeah, I would be so happy about that. That would be awesome. Yeah, I'm sure we get something in the diary really soon.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, I haven't. I don't think I returned your email yet. My day's been like nonstop meetings today,
Same with
but
us.
I'm gonna do
Yeah.
that later. Crazy, yes.
Okay.
So we have an event right after you. It starts in like just 10 minutes or so,
Yeah.
and yeah, so they're gonna flip the space, and it's going to be like our Clonex collection. And
Okay, I'm definitely
tonight, I
gonna
guess,
listen in.
thanks.
Yeah,
And yeah,
100%.
Oh
I'm
my
just
goodness.
curious. Oh,
It's
there's
so
my boy Inu.
beautiful.
He's made it in. Hey Inu, hello Inu.
Look at that.
Inu's jumping. Yeah.
Dewa,
No,
are
Luna,
you
we can't wait
planning
to
on?
see.
Oh, sorry.
Go
I
ahead.
had a question. I was wondering if you're going to do any digital representation of any of like the physical work that you've done so far. For instance, this amazing pod. Is that something that's going to appear in Spatial at some point? Because I would I would pay good ETH for that for sure. That's beautiful.
Yeah, who's that talking?
Oh, hi, it's Cece. You can tell if who's talking
By
because
the blue.
the name over the avatar's head turns blue.
Yeah.
So, hi, I'm It's nice to meet you.
Hi, Stacy. I'm looking. I see Floyd is blue. Is that?
No,
That's not you, though.
if you turn around about
All right.
180, I'm the punk rock girl in the blue
Awesome.
jacket.
Jumping up and down.
Almost there.
Yeah.
Oh
Hello.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know how to
Yeah,
I know how to get
absolutely.
attention.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing. No, we should definitely talk about it. I think it would be so much fun to put some of these things together. And maybe can you send me if you send me your contact info?
Okay,
How will I
I
find
followed
you?
you on Twitter. Well, I followed you on Twitter. Is it okay if I DM
Okay.
you?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
DM me
then
on Twitter, and then we can talk
yeah.
about it. It would be so much fun. Yeah. It'd be really cool to share that. Yeah.
Oh, I
Love
would love that.
it.
Thank you.
I believe your
Alright.
DMs are off soon.
Oh, your
But
DMs might be
I'm
off, so
sure
I might have to tweet at you.
I was ready on the trigger, sir, man.
Cece's like, I'm
Oh,
messaging right now.
Diwa.
Okay, guys.
You have
So
to meet Blockstone. He's amazing. He's an incredible builder as
It
well.
was
Hi,
phenomenal.
Blockstone. So
I
nice to
go to
meet you.
his.
Yeah, this is the first time I've
Really good
actually
to
been
meet you,
familiar with
Blockstone.
architect's work coming in. Yeah, no, you have phenomenal work. Nice to meet you too, man. This youth
Nice to meet
program
you
is
guys.
amazing. I was going to ask what the best way is to reach you guys and the preferred contact method.
Yeah, I think probably the easiest is if you send a direct message on Instagram, Dewa Kang Design, then
Gotcha.
we'll pick that up and then we can move on to email or whatever else.
Perfect. Perfect. Well,
Love to
appreciate you,
see
man.
your work. Yeah. Yeah, it would be great to catch up.
We are. I can attest to it. Blockstone, Triple Dreamers, they're amazing builders already in this space. And yeah, it's so exciting to see the collaboration happening. I got tingles, guys.
I agree. All right, team. So this exhibition space, you'll be able to visit. You'll be able to get Dewa's information. I know a lot of you want to collaborate with him. I'm so excited for that. You know how much I love when we bring another amazing Spatian who can work with other Spatians together. But we're going to start getting ready for the next official exhibition. It's going to be Dolphin Art Dell, Artisan, and the Red DAO presenting the Clone X collection. So if everybody wants to meet me back in the auditorium, we're going to get ready for the next presentation. So just feel free to wrap up and meet me at 1 o'clock.
Lovely. By the way, Deva's team put like some real 3D models of their past work in the outdoor areas. Like, make sure you get to explore those too. There are like some really awesome like previous work from Deva Studio.
Thanks, Gina.
Yeah, we're sitting in the pod.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
Hey, more. I like your jacket.
All right, guys, we're getting ready for the next presentation. If you
All
can't
right.
find your seat, I'll help you. A little spatial magic there, right? Yep, and we flipped the space. You guys will be able to see it, but welcome. All right, we have some friends